Hello. So in 4 days from now, I'm going to be having shoulder surgery. I just kind of wanted to document things, maybe post something, see if it can help anybody. I had actually started having shoulder issues. You'll have to excuse me. I'm having to film this on my own. I had started having shoulder issues a couple of years ago, and kind of got a little bit better. And then last year things got pretty bad, so I went to an orthopedist that I had gone to for my fractured foot, which I had injured during martial arts. That's actually how I messed up my shoulder. Anyway, they gave me an injection, and then I did some physical therapy, and it seemed to be doing better. I had to stop going to physical therapy and kind of missed my last follow-up with that orthopedist because I'd started a new job, and I didn't have time to follow up. And anyway, by that time I had started to feel a little bit better, so I didn't think anything of it. And then this year, probably around April or so, my shoulder started acting up again. And so I was at an appointment with my endocrinologist, and I mentioned it to him, just regular, following up with the diabetes. And so he put me on a steroid, and this was, by the way, right before I was going to do a Muay Thai fight, which I thought was kind of hilarious, but I ended up not doing the fight for another reason altogether. But anyway, followed up with the shoulder doctor, got another injection into the shoulder of a corticosteroid, and it started to do a little bit better. And then about a month ago, it started acting up again. And then I went and I had an MRI, and it found there was at least one torn muscle, some bone spurs, a cyst, and according to the orthopedist, this meant that absolutely nothing was wrong. And he just said, well, why don't you go back and do physical therapy? And I decided to go get a second opinion, not because I didn't think he was capable, but just because the way the appointment was run, it was kind of rushed, and I didn't have a chance to ask a lot of questions, and I wanted to make absolutely sure that, the diagnosis was correct, because he was saying there was absolutely nothing wrong with it. And here I'm looking at the sheet of paper that lists like 4 or 5 different things that could be wrong. And I was like, I'm going to have someone else who's not quite as rushed take a look at this. So I got a recommendation for another orthopedic doc from a friend of mine who does physical therapy, and went to see him. And long story short, he said, this was this past Monday that I saw this guy. And he's like, well, yeah, we should probably do surgery on this. And I was like, okay. So I was talking to the physician assistant, and I said, I'm going to be going to Ireland in about a month, so I'd like to be out of a sling by then. So anyway, we rushed to get everything scheduled for this coming Tuesday. And I had to go get a follow-up because I'm 40 years old, I'm a type 1 diabetic, have asthma, etc. And so I had to get an appointment done to make sure that I'm healthy enough for surgery. And it turns out I am, so surgery is in fact going down, and I'm going to have a labrum repair. And so I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube about that, some of which were a little disorienting for me because I was not expecting to see the saline solution being squirted out of people's shoulders. That was a little unnerving for me, but yeah, so I will try to document things as they go on. I'll try to get in a better position to not get the glare of the light behind me. Anyway, that's it for me now. Yeah. Okay, bye.